rural music, and their dedication has recently won them a cash award to study rural music further. One aspect is new musical instruments, and the Trigmorthans may have discovered the biggest in the world. The fence is tuned like any musical instrument, but it must be done each time it's played because wear and tear from livestock and weather changes plays havoc with the tension. To best hear the music of Bill and Bet Trigmorthan, it's important to listen at a post. And in fact, all along the fence, each post produces a subtle difference in tone, which makes this a really interesting musical instrument. Bob and Bet, that sounded really nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. Is it a difficult instrument to play, the fence?
Ah, yes, it's pretty hard. The spans are wide, as you can see. It took me about 4 months to get the tips of my fingers hardened up. And the fast bits are pretty tricky. I think I got a bit behind that one, didn't I?
Yes, I think you did. Mind you, it's a very cumbersome instrument to play, and just as well Bob is so tall and he has large hands. You know, he can manage it. I couldn't. I'm far too short. My hands are too small.
Well, how long have you been playing the fence as a musical instrument?
Oh, nearly 10 years now. We got a lot keener when the high tensile wire came in. It gives a much better sound.
So as far as fences go, there's a good fence to play and a bad fence to play.
Oh, yes. You know, it's like good and bad violins. It's windy here today, so perhaps the sound wasn't quite as good, but on a calm summer's day, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, well, you've got to have wooden posts. That's essential, of course. High tensile wire and as few battens as possible. I've taken all the battens off this fence, except, of course, this one I use as a fine adjuster. Actually, as I replace fences, I put 8-wire fences on now so I can get the full octave. But they are beautiful to play, and you get a lovely throbbing sound over the full range of the fence that way. It's a sort of a throbbing, vibrant sound. It must be the biggest musical instrument in the world. If only farmers would realise that they've got these beautiful stringed instruments ready to be played, I suppose on every farm in New Zealand. Mind you, it's not just fences, there's a whole variety of things. I was telling you about pruning the trees for sound, but the ordinary tubular farm gate is one of the most beautiful wind instruments you can imagine. With this one, I've welded a horn on here, a bell, as you can see. There's the mouthpiece here. Of course, you've got to drill holes, of course, for the things. They're not too critical, but you do have to angle them in because otherwise it's not galvanised in the inside and the rain gets in them. I've lost a couple of gates that way. It plays pretty much like a French horn. In fact, with the additions I've got on here, the tube length's just about the same. Now, I'll just give you an idea.
the moment, the gate is Bob's most basic wind instrument. The next one he hopes will be here at the cowshed. His plans are to link the tubular pipes of the yards to the vacuum pump of his milking machines to make a very large pipe organ. Tests show that the organ's feasible, and he hopes to play it when he can during milking. But the Trigmorton farm has many animals, so it's not surprising that they've turned their attentions in this direction.
It's you and I. It's you and I.